Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Meyers Wrestling. Joining us once again is head coach Ron Swingle. Ron, what a weekend for Meyers Wrestling. Some drama, some accomplishments, and some resolve there for the Mohawks. I'm sure you're feeling as good as ever about what your team was able to do this past weekend.
Oh, the past weekend, the past 2 weeks, we had some really good matches, close matches. We had some tough battles. It was just great to see our young guys really taking the next step, and our older, experienced guys just really do what they're supposed to do. So it was good. I'm still trying to catch up today.
Well, the way you guys won speaks volumes about the character and just finding different guys to step up at different times. And some of these guys might have been no-namers before the season, and they're making a name for themselves for the program, not necessarily individually, but you do have some individuals that expect to do some good things as the season goes on. But right now, collaboratively, I'm sure you're feeling good that different guys have stepped up at different times and put yourselves in the position that you guys are in.
They really, I mean, we joked about it that after we won our conference that we're the best out of all the dysfunctional teams. Our dysfunctional family is better than the next dysfunctional family, and but it's really true. We've found ways all year long with different guys stepping up. We showed up at school to get ready to head to the tournament Saturday. Our 195, Namir Murphy, he calls, he's sick, he can't come. I have another guy that shows up late, he's overweight. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. So we went through, and before we left, he said, look, I mean, we've been doing it all year. You can't control sickness. You can't control the weather. You can't control. Let's just go control the stuff that we can control and let the chips fall where they fall. And they all bought in. Everyone bought in. It didn't matter who I grabbed. They were great. I mean, they did everything I could have asked for them to do. Obviously, some technical things we need to get in the room and work on, but as far as effort and heart, I can't ask for anything more than what happened yesterday.
Talking Meyers Wrestling here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Ron, take us through the day as you guys open up. And, again, a great day for District 2 to have this event and see everybody kind of get through it and do it in one place.
I love the idea that we're in one place. Wrestling, it's just a huge family. We've made friends, and we have great friendships I have great friendships with other coaches, and it allows us to all get to the same venue and go through the day together. Even though we're highly competitive, it's still a bonding for us. We woke up, we got there, and I had our first match. Keith does a great job up the trail, but we had him a little outmanned, so we could kind of look ahead, but I couldn't really see what was going on the other match. So we didn't know until after we finally, after our match ended, we found out who we were going to wrestle, and then we matched up with Wyoming area again, and it was a battle. We had a chance to get some of our good guys and their good guys. We got Tyler Petronic came back in the lineup. He was injured during football. We got him back. He got injured again. He was cleared last week. Yesterday was the first day that he weighed in 7 weeks. So I'm like, Tyler, I don't want to use you. I don't want to use you, and then I'm looking at the weighing sheets and the lineups. I'm like, Tyler, I'm going to have to put you in here.
Gotcha.
And he jumped. He's like, Coach, he said, I'm ready to go. So we put him in the first match just to get his feet under him again. And then he walks right into Meyers from Wyoming area, and he was a district runner-up last year. Kid's tough. I'm like, this wasn't the way I wanted to bring him back. I wanted to bring him back in easy. but he won. He comes out, he gets a great win, he gets a major decision, and he was a huge cog in our day, and we haven't had him really all season. So, I could go. I mean, I could go for the next half hour. I mean, I could go every kid that we had on our bench, and
I mean, kids like
they all did noteworthy things yesterday. Every kid on our team did it.
you mentioned kids that are going through some of this stuff, and you mentioned that. You said, hey, everybody's got this stuff going on at their school, or guys getting hurt or sick and so forth. A kid like Colin Pasone, who's kind of bouncing back after a pretty big injury, and coming out and stepping up when he has to, or at the last match, the Huertero kid, that was big for him as well.
It's huge, but we've had that all year, and that's why we said we were just a dysfunctional family, and we used the family term as endearment, because when one of our guys trip, stumble, fall down, the next person is there to pick them up, take their spot, do what they need to do, and then shift back into wherever they fall in the lineup. We won. One of our guys won a huge match against Fleeman. One of the turning matches, we come back downstairs, and our second string guy looks over and goes, "You know what? You would have never done that if I didn't beat you up in a room." And I said, "You know what? That's perfect. That is absolutely, and you are 100% correct. I couldn't have said it better myself." But we have a whole team of those individuals, and it's nice. It was nice during our match in the finals. Our kids are battling on the mat, and the way the gym was set up, the coach from Western Wayne and myself, we were sitting side by side, and he's a great guy. I have a huge amount of respect for him. And during the match, we're having our own conversation. I'm like, I don't know. What do you think about that, Dante? And he's like, wow, I didn't think it was this. And we're kind of back and forth. He's like, "Yeah, you got to put him." I'm like, "Wait, I gave you points last match. Give me a break here." So we're kind of back and forth during the match, just trying to. Everyone deals with stress a little bit differently, and and our kids have figured that out this year. So hopefully we can take that knowledge and have a nice showing at Hershey next week or this coming week. Now, see what we do here.
Coming up quickly, Ron, and you guys will be thrown into the fire, but at the same time, I'm sure you got to say, hey, let's enjoy this experience, fellas. This is going to be a great opportunity for some of these young men.
Oh, it's going down. It can be nothing but good. We have 27 guys on the team. We have 3 seniors. I think 10 juniors, 12 sophomores, a couple freshmen. What the seniors get to go away with is I wish I could do that for every senior that comes through our program. For the people coming up, the underclassmen, it's a huge feather in their cap just to get down there at Brestwell and see what's out there, the other teams, and the Giant Center is. That's every wrestler wants to end up wrestling there. So it's great. It's great for our program. It's great. Hopefully we're turning the corner, and it's nice to build a team. It's nice to have a great team, but you really, as a coach, if you want to have a legacy, you want to do that consistently and to actually have a program. And I think over the years I've been very, very blessed to have great coaches around me, and they're really the ones that do the work. I end up doing the interview with you, but they're the ones that really do the work.
Give yourself a little credit. You're working on that wrestling an awful lot, and you and I had talked at one time during the week, and you're checking weights and doing different things on the computer, like most coaches, who are wrestling coaches. It's a little busier. It's a little bit more technical, but a lot of great things happening here in northeastern Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Ron Swingle. Meyers winning the district duels in AA in dramatic fashion, and they'll head down to Hershey this coming week. Ron, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
The Meyers Mohawks wrestling team headed to the Hershey here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.